Do you think there is any chance, even 1%, that Zuck doesn't make it out?
No way. That guy isn't leaving Facebook unless he's like literally dead on a gurney. Like he's never going to abandon the aquarium.
If he was arrested,
you would have to kill the guy.
If he was arrested for a felony, drunk driving and killed somebody, would he give up the CEO slot?
Yeah,
I don't think he would. He'd be like,
I could shoot a guy on Fifth Avenue in broad daylight. These statements have been made and have proven to be true.
Yeah.
He could cure cancer. He could do that, and then I would just everyone would rally behind him. I don't know. I don't know what he would do to actually.
He can't possibly leave. Yeah.
I don't think he could possibly leave.
What about Cheryl? Do you think Cheryl's move is to get out of there now while this thing is a mess?
Man, you're asking me to pay way above my pay grade at that organization, but. I mean, look, I think the reality is nobody's expendable everyone's expendable at Facebook except Zuck, right?
Right.
And so who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Is it going to get worse in your...
I think so, yeah.
It's going to get worse. So is it on a scale of 1 to... on a scale of 1 to 10, how much worse?
I see. On a scale of like... 0 to like, Watergate?
A scale from 1 to Watergate.
I think it could get worse better than better. I don't know what new revelations would come out that would make it suddenly get like nuclear levels of scandal. I don't think there's that much left. What?
I do.
What?
Well, on this program here, I shared the clip of me sort of giving my theory on this. Here's where I think this could get really dicey. If there was... stolen data, which Cambridge stole. That's now become a checkbox, not a question. They stole the data. If that stolen data made its way to Russians, and if the Russians had stolen other data, and somehow then were able to buy ads using that data, and you could connect that loop where data was stolen through this survey app and Mechanical Turk, and you could connect that to some kind of Russian data that was stolen, voting law rolls, like who voted for Obama last time. And if they had, and this is the question that I have, which is, if there's a list of people who voted for Obama in a swing state, and the Russian/Cambridge Analytica were able, and the Trump administration or Trump campaign, through all these weird, crazy Manafort, Flynn, Jared Kushner, all these like shady characters. If they connected those two things, hacked roll, and they did these really disgusting Hillary Clinton, corrupt Hillary, and they targeted them to specific users who voted for Obama, this would be the scandal of the century, of the new century, for sure. Hacked Russian data. I believe there is a zero chance that this happened. I'm going to go that far. I believe it's possible. I might even feel it's probable that the Russians have a deep relationship with Cambridge Analytica. I don't think that's come out yet. Correct?
No, there's a picture of their CEO with one of Putin's guys.
So other than that, other than him on vacation on a yacht with Putin's oligarch or right-hand man or woman, other than that, there's no connection. But I think there's going to be some connection between Cambridge Analytica and hacked data, and that Facebook will be anchored to it. And when that ship sinks, Facebook is going to get dragged down with it. Now,
but only the Trump boat sinks as well, right? I mean, the reality is an administration that used that platform to put itself in power is not going to turn around and regulate that platform.
No,
right?
no. This is where the obstruction charges against Trump that are being worked on, and I don't want to make this a political show, but I think those obstruction charges combined with this would lead a jury, a reasonable person, perhaps even a Republican, to believe that Trump's behavior was because he knew about this unholy trinity.
Maybe. I mean, also depends what happens in 2018, right? If the Dems take the House again, the Congress is suddenly Democratic. It's a whole different product. But I can't imagine this happening in Joe.
This is a wild, wild story. We're going to do... Oh, and by the way, the Alexander Nix was fired yesterday after these tapes came out of him.
Oh, look at that picture.
Yeah, that was the picture.
I'm just trying to figure out
Him playing polo with the Russian ambassador. Man, this is great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good tweet.
My God, if you wrote a Hollywood spec strip with this, they'd say it's too crazy.
We couldn't write this,
You
right?
couldn't make this shit up. House of Cards is officially boring.
Antonio and I have been working on our secret project together for a couple of months now because we kind of have a bromance going. Right. And since we had this, we started working on it, and everything we come up with, no matter how far school we get, the news breaks it. Right. And this is the problem with this current news cycle, is just breaking all science fiction.
Right.
Like literally, I was watching this Black Mirror, and they got a dog chasing down a woman in one of these episodes. I don't know if you saw that one. It's fantastic. I think it's like one of the most...
I think it's the best one now.
I think it might be my... It's why you and I have this bromance, because this was like... There was no dialogue. It was like one of the most subtle episodes.
It was bleak. It was black and white.
It was black and white, another great thing. And it was just an unrelenting chase, which is always great for film, for cinema, as we would say, Antonio, you and I. Right. Film to you, Austin. But for cinemaphiles, this was just a beautiful one. And it's like, well, then I turn on Twitter, and Jeff Bezos is walking with a dog that is the spitting image of this. So either these people broke into Boston Dynamics and found the dog that they were working on for Bezos. And I don't know what he's going to do with that dog. The teeth are out right now. Right now, I want to just say thank you to Scott Ed Walker from the Walker Corporate Law Group. He has a boutique law firm that specializes in the representation of entrepreneurs and startups, and he is the longest-running partner on This Week in Startups. I've known Scott for almost a decade, and speaking of decades, all of their lawyers have decades of experience, 10, 20 years. No junior associates are learning on the job. They do mergers, acquisitions, they'll form your company, help you raise money, licensing agreements, terms of service, privacy policies, all that great stuff. And they do fixed fees. What that means is they don't believe in billable hours that cause massive sticker shock when you get your bill and reward inefficiency. Nope. Fixed fees, they'll tell you what you're going to spend to get the task done. Call the founder right now, Scott Ed Walker, directly at 415-979-9998. 415, you all know that. That's the area code for San Francisco. And then 979-9998. 979-9998. Or you can email him, scott@walkercorporatelaw.com, scott@walkercorporatelaw.com, or visit walkercorporatelaw.com. Thanks again, Scott, for all the support. He's a true, true gentleman and a hard worker and very passionate about startups.